Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant, Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. Well, coming to the stock market yesterday, it was, of course, the last expiry of 2022 and also the monthly expiry. So, overall, we did expect volatility, and we at Gold Club, what we did was just booked a profit in the morning and just quit the market and taking some partial trades for the next week. And that was a wise decision to do because the market actually fell low. In fact, it even broke 18,000 on the downside. And from there, an impeccable rally that actually took market all the way to above 18,200. In fact, still we could see the Nifty actually could not close above 18,200. But then, yes, it was an awesome rally all the way below 18,000. That's almost more than 200 points rally, which happened in the last 2 3 hours. So that was something, it was of course it was expected as a part of the expiry of the year as well as the month, but then there was too much. So even after the Indian markets closed, one thing that was interesting to see is that it was a net selling day by the institutionals. Yes, the FIs have actually booked profit for more than 550 crores and the DIS have actually bought for around 500 crores. That means there was a net selling of more than 50 crores in the market and still the Nifty rallied. So what does it simply mean? It simply means that it was a short covering rally. Of course, a lot of people would have shorted the Indian stock market, and if of course the market has been weak throughout, the week last 2 3 weeks, it has been little bad. So all those people who had shorted were just kind of short, covering it off or squaring off their positions, and that is what led to such a big rally in a very short time frame. So that was kind of too much a reaction, I would say. But then of course we could see some good stocks like Bharti Airtel again being the top gainer of the day, and we could also see Eicher Motors and SBI and both coming up well. In fact, these are stocks that we've actually invested in, and I'm sure all of you would be sitting with some good profit on that counters. So apart from that, this is the last trading day of the year 2022. Yes, so today is the last trading day of the year 2022. So market, of course, can be again continuing to be volatile. There will be a lot of people looking to take positions for the next year, and of course, officially the next trading range has started for the next year 2023. So the next expiry is going to be on 5th of Jan, which is the first expiry of 2023, and I'm sure people would be taking a lot of positions on that. So because of that, again, there will be a lot of volatility in the market today. However, I am kind of taking a break. Of course, we have some positions which is already there, which could actually, need to be slightly managed because based on the market situation. But then, our strategy is like that, we still, even if we make a small loss, we recover it quickly and move on. So that's something important. So now coming to the market, the next important thing that we need to look at is the plan for next year. So first thing you need to do is, if you have already had a good tenure in the stock market, it's actually time to start having a quick look at what happened in this entire year. How was your returns? If it is positive, very good. How can it be improved? If it is negative, work on the most important thing, that is analyze why you have gone onto a loss and start working on strategies to make it into a profit. So definitely this is an opportunity where you can reanalyze yourself and rebalance yourself and get going into the market. So we've got 3 more months before the financial year ends in the Indian market. So of course there would be some important tax planning also to be done. So make all those plans, ensure that you are ready before March, and things should be going really well. Now coming to the market today, in fact after the Indian markets closed yesterday, we could see the European market closing in the green, and also the US market actually had a very good rally yesterday. So Dow was up more than 1%, Nasdaq was up more than 2.5%. Of course, that was bound to happen because the markets have been oversold in the US market. There was no reason as such, but of course, the employment data did come in the US, which actually indicated that the number of unemployed people have actually increased. So that is something that has to be taken as a positive for a market in the US, I would say, because higher number of unemployment data means simply that there are chances that the Federal Reserve might actually reduce the speed of interest rate hikes. So this is what kind of gave some positivity, and I would say more of it was a technical bounce, which again would not mean that it is a reversal. However, since the markets actually in the US are actually close to a 52-week low, there are chances that we could see some consolidation in the US market in the upcoming days, and slowly try to recover. So meanwhile, one of the top draggers in US market has been Tesla, which has kind of fallen so much, and it's almost 44% down in last 1 month itself, majorly because of this huge selling by, of course, Elon Musk for the Twitter purchase. So with all that, of course, yesterday there was an email sent to Tesla employees from Elon Musk stating that they do their best to bring back or deliver as many cars as possible by 31st of December, and also don't worry about what's happening in the stock market, because he says the company is looking at setting itself as the most valued company on the earth, in upcoming years. So that's kind of confidence, and we could see Tesla's stock kind of up by almost 6% yesterday. So this is what is happening in the US market. Of course, that positivity is of course seen in the Asian markets as well. Asian markets were up this morning. It was mixed. I would say Chinese markets is still not in green, but Japanese market Nikkei is actually kind of flat. In fact, if you look at SGX Nifty, it was trading more than 18,400 till yesterday night. And this morning, when the market opened, Dow futures actually fell down. And Dow futures was down by almost 50 points, and the same was reflected in SGX Nifty, and it was also down by more than 50 points from 18,400. So that means we will still see a small gap up, but not a big gap up as you would have expected. So we do have we are expecting a small gap up. But then if you look at the levels right now, 18,300 is important level to watch. Unless 18,300 on the higher side is broken, we could probably see some consolidation, right? So this is something that we can actually look at, and a small gap up opening. But then will the gap up sustain is an important question. We could see probably some profit booking kicking in, and then probably a consolidation after the big rally yesterday. So that's what I'm expecting. Let's see how the market takes a turn, and that will based on that we'll also take turns, and it will be communicated in our community as we go. So that's it for now. This is the last podcast for this year. Let us catch up next year with more details. Before that, of course, we have the Sunday meeting where we'll discuss more about the next year's plan. And apart from that, the most important thing, today we have the MPI community meeting, a short, quick meeting with few members in Bangalore that's happening today afternoon. So that's about it. We're having a great time. In fact, the MPI community is sure to be ending a great calendar year. We should also be ending a great financial year by March. So it has been an amazing year for all of us at MPI family. I'm sure the same with you all. But before we go forward, one important thing, what else can we make to make your investment decisions easier? How do we help you invest more easily? That is something that I would like to hear from each one of you. So please put in your comments below this video. Would love to hear all of them, and so we could list them out and probably start implementing them in the upcoming year. So this is what I'm looking forward to. Looking forward to all your responses, and of course, do like the video if you love the content that we share, and do recommend us to your friends. That will help them also learn and invest together with us. So let us all grow together financially. This is Srikant signing off until we catch up next year on Monday with the next podcast. Goodbye. Have a great New Year celebration, and let us look forward to yet another